All right, everybody, good afternoon. This is Nafsi Yoga and Upper Body Strength 2. I think we've got one more in front of us that we've already done. So this one will be about 30 to 35-minute session, but it's all focusing on upper body. We'll do a little bit of work in the hips, but this is one where you're going to burn a few calories. You're going to get a little warmed up with this one. Use your breath, do what you can. Don't sweat the rest of it. Even though, like I said, you might break a sweat. Your breathing cues are rather important. So with our Ujjayi Pranayama breath, in and out through the nose, try to breathe in and expand the chest, pull more air in. And then as you exhale, push more air out with every exhale. Okay, let's start here on cat-cow postures. You're on hands and knees. If you know what we're doing, go ahead and get engaged with this one. For everyone else, as you inhale, take your gaze up and drop your stomach towards the mat. You're pushing it down. As you exhale through the nose, you hunch forward like an angry cat, separate the shoulder blades, and then keep going. As you inhale, and then as you exhale, separate your shoulder blades, pull the stomach in towards the spinal column, and don't forget about the pelvis. So with your inhale, you're tilting the tailbone up. With your exhale, you're rolling the pelvis in. As you are breathing, you are moving. So keep going. Let's do a few more sets here. Take it at your own breath cue. So as you inhale, you're taking the gaze up. If you have any neck issues, be mindful of the neck. But really try to work the pelvis in and pull the stomach in with the exhale. Let's get 3 more in here, please, and we'll meet at neutral. That's it. Nice long breaths. Last one here. Groovy, meet in neutral. Wonderful. All right, from all fours, let's get some leg extensions done. Take your left leg back. You're on your left toes. So your left toes are on the mat. Now push that left heel towards the wall behind you. So we're tightening up the leg. You're actually using your arms here. You're pushing against the mat. So your arms are engaged, shoulders are engaged. Keep the arms tight as you push. It's almost reminiscent of a low starter's lunge for a runner. Hold here. Give you one more breath in. Nice. Now ease up and lift the left leg up just a few inches. Cross the leg over to the right side. Actually, my foot's coming off the mat onto the floor. Keep the shoulders and the hips, well, at least what you can of your hips, square to the front of the mat. Just reach that left leg over as far as you can. Hold here. Now your fingers are separated here, but your pinky finger, you're going to favor that. So don't spread that out too much. Arms are long, head is neutral. One more breath in. With the exhale, bring the left leg back, bring the knee in. Other side. The right leg is out, right toes are on the mat, and go ahead. You're pushing your right toes onto the mat as you push the heel to the back of the mat. That leg is tight. Every muscle in the right leg is engaged at this point. Hold here. Arms are long. Shoulders are engaged. You may feel this in your upper back as well, in between your shoulder blades. So the arms are tight. Looks good, folks. Give me one more breath in. And with that exhale, ease up, lift the right leg up a little, take it over to the left side. So yeah, my hips are actually leaning just a little bit to the left, but that's okay. Trying to get this stretch so you feel it along the outside of the right hip, down the outside of the right leg. Arms are still strong. Arms are engaged. Hold here and give me 2 more breaths. One more breath in. Nice. And with the exhale, we'll bring the right foot back, knee down. Bring the left leg up, parallel to the floor. It's grounded balance. Okay, so try to get that left foot equal to, or maybe just a little higher than the left leg. And from here, we're taking the right hand, right arm up. If you're unable to get this arm up parallel to the floor, it can just hover, especially if you're working on balance. You may not be able to extend it all the way. Do what you can. So my right arm is up and left leg is up. Keep your head neutral, your core, your stomach is in. I mean, actively bring it in. One more breath. And with your exhale, recover. Other side. Right leg comes up, left arm. Go where you can with this one. Keep the right leg energized. Keep the left arm reaching forward. Your stomach is in, and don't bend the right arm. Keep the right arm long. Reach, head is neutral, breathe. Breath is nice and deep. Nice. One more breath in. And with the exhale, recover. And nice breath cues for rain. Okay, from all fours, we have a high push-up to do, or a high plank. We have two to do. We're going to hold it at 30 seconds. So from all fours, take one leg back, you're on your left toes, and then bring the other leg back. It's a high push-up. We're here for 30 seconds. Keep your head neutral, keep your breath deep. If at any time it's not going to work, just bring one knee down to the mat. Other than that, your core is in, arms are strong, feeling good. One more breath here. And with the exhale, bring one knee down and the other side. Nice. Child's pose. Big toes together, hips to heels, and I'm going to fold the arms in. Give a bit of a break for the arms. You can rest your head on your arms. We're here for 4 breath cycles. So with every exhale, sink down a little deeper. So if your heels are not touching your hips, don't worry about it, but maybe with your exhale, you'll get a little more comfortable and a little deeper into the posture. Two more breaths, please. Last breath in. And with the exhale, let's bring it up to all fours. Nice. Stay focused on where we're at. Strength is what we're going for today, folks. Okay, high plank, high push-up, number 2. Let's go. Take one leg back and then the other. Remember, if it's getting too much for the wrist, the elbows, the shoulders, just too much in general, bring one knee down. Other than that, head is neutral, core is in, and I'm still pushing my heels towards the back of the mat. So my shoulders are really engaged, more so than just holding up my body weight. Looks good, folks. 2 more breath cycles. Last one. Nice. With that exhale, one knee down, then the other. Child's pose. Any posture here is fine. You'll probably want to bend the arms at a minimum or swing them to your sides, getting all the pressure off of the shoulders. Here for 3 breaths. As we start to feel a little warm already. Lots of work into the upper body. One more breath in. And with that exhale, let's bring it up to all fours. Turbo dog, or dolphin pose, as it's oftentimes known. It's our variant to downward facing dog. So let's bring our forearms to the mat. We'll hold this one for no more than, say, 6 breaths on this one. So if you want really good spacing, you want your hands apart as far as your elbows are. If you have a block and want that spacing, you can take your hands with your thumbs extended on either side and use that as a spacing cue. It works for some people. If you don't have a block handy, no big deal. Okay, forearms are down, heads relaxed. Let's do this. Turbo dog. Come onto your toes. Lift the hips up. And yeah, we're reaching the heels towards the mat. May not happen this time. Keep the head relaxed, crown of the head near the mat. Core is in, legs are long. And yeah, your shoulders are working right now. But really focusing on your core. Keep the stomach in to support the low back. 2 more breaths. Nice. That last exhale, bring the knees down and bring the torso up for a shoulder stretch. Woo, all the pressure's off now. Shoulder stretch. We got an option here. Let's start with the right arm and we'll cross it in front of our body. The left hand comes under the left tricep and just add a little pressure there. Oh, as it reaches over, you can keep those right fingers reaching towards the left side of the mat. Nice. And recover. Ooh, other side. Left arm crosses. And I know you really want to turn the body to go with it. Try not to. Torso and the pelvis facing one way and just keep that left arm reaching. Don't worry. You should feel this in that left shoulder. Nice. And recover. Whew. Feeling pretty good. One more turbo dog. So come down to your forearms, please. We'll hold this one just a few breaths longer. We're going for 8 breaths on this one. Heads relaxed. Let's do it. Turbo dog. Come underneath your toes. Lift up. So the legs are long. If you really need to bend the legs a little bit, please do. But other than that, we're trying to get the legs nice and long and reach the heels towards the mat. Stomach is in. Heads relaxed. No tension in the neck. Shoulders are working. Shoulders are working even more here than when you do downward dog. That's it. Be a couple more breaths. You're looking good. Last breath in. With that exhale, knees come down nice and easy. Child's pose. Any variation of child's pose. Arms folded or swing the arms to the sides. Here for 4 breath cycles. Remember, breath, you're breathing, it's key. So keep the breath nice and deep. Use your exhales to settle deeper into not only this posture, but all of our postures. And with your last exhale and subsequent inhale, we're going to bring this up to all 4s. Okay, here's a fun one. We've got some push-ups to do. But we'll do this with a very awesome option of having your knees down. So from all 4s, we're going to do the first one, keeping the butt in the air and just bring our chin and chest down to the mat. So the hands are about shoulders width apart. And if you want to go a little deeper with this, folks, lean forward. Good. And now bend your elbows so the elbows bend towards the knees. Chin and chest come down slowly. Don't face plant. Chin touches the mat, butt's in the air. Hold here. Give me 1 breath. And with your next inhale, press and lift slowly. I mean slowly. Feel the burn for the biceps and the triceps. Woo! Oh, that was nice. Okay, that was number 1. That was too easy. All right, for your next one, you've got options here. Once again, keep your knees down. If you want to go just a tad further, lean forward. That's options 1 and 2. Option 3, a push-up with the legs extended. Option 4, lean forward. Here we go. Wherever you're at, bring it down slowly. No face plants, nice and easy. You can come all the way down. Woo! Great. Elbows stay tucked in, please. You're still on your toes. Let's push up. Nice and easy. Should take you 5 seconds to do this. Bring it all the way up. Nice. Knees down. Let's give it a breath. You come onto your knees, lift the torso up. That's a lot of work. So people can push out 10 and 20 push-ups. But can they push out, say, 3 really slow push-ups? We can. We can always do that. All right, folks. Last one's coming up. Remember your options. Knees down and lean forward, or high push-up all together. Let's do this. Bring it down slowly. We're going to take at least 6 seconds to come down. 6 seconds. I won't count, but we're there all the way. Nice. Woo. Elbows tucked in. Give me one more breath. Nice. With your next inhale, press. And we're talking 5 seconds to bring it all the way up, all the way till the arms are extended. Oh, nice. Knees down. Give it a rest. Bring the torso up. Shake out those wrist loose. Upper body strength. So from the push-up, let's do a forearm plank, or forearm side plank on this one. So I'm going to start on my left side. Left forearm is down. So I'm on my left side of the body here. I'll extend the legs out. Okay, let's do this. I'll extend the legs now. I'm stacking my feet. You can go heel to toe if you like. But the key, hips, we're going to bring the hips up. So press the hips up. This is it. This is where we're at. Core is in. Working those obliques. If you're hardcore and you want to do some forearm crunches, you're more than welcome to do some forearm crunches. I think we've done this in the past. Knock out a few forearm crunches. We're only here for 10 breaths. If this isn't going to work, hang right here. You can even extend the right arm up. Keep the right hip coming up towards the ceiling. One more breath. Woo! With the exhale, bring it down. All right, I'm moving right along. Let's go to the other side. I'm on my right forearm, right side. Let's go. Press down, press the left hip towards the ceiling. Options, hang out right here. Extend the left arm up, or have the left hand on the hip, or knock out a few crunches. So with your left hand behind your head, just bring that left elbow down towards the mat. Talk about gaining a six-pack for the summer. South Texas summer. You're going to be looking great walking through Walmart. One more breath. Exhale and recover. Ooh, wow. Come on up. Relax those wrists, shoulders, shake it off. Hey, if you have water nearby, drink some water. Drink it at any time. Of course, if you're doing this on the repeat, the afterplay, as it were, you can always hit pause. Take a shower, get a nap, and then come back and keep going with the program. Okay, next up, downward facing dog. With this one, focus in on the arms, nice and long, the shoulders engaged, chest coming forward. So from all fours, it's Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Come onto your toes, lift the hips, bring the heels close to the mat if you can. Nice. So the hands, shoulders width apart, arms long, core is in, head is relaxed in between the arms. Legs, if you need to bend them just a little bit because you have really tight hamstrings or low back muscles going towards the hips and the hamstrings, then a slight bend is fine. Other than that, try to lengthen the legs. Try to bring the heels to the mat. Deep breaths. Nice. Give me 2 more breath cycles. Last breath in. Woo. And with your exhale, bring the knees down, bring the torso up. Let's get all the pressure off of the upper body. And if you're laid out on your mat, well, you still have all the pressure off the upper body. All right. So far, so good. Okay, one more downward facing dog. This one, we'll get some hip action going with hip openers. All right, let's do this. Let's start on all fours. Come onto your toes, lift up into downward facing dog. Get into your best posture. Let's start with the left leg. Bring it up. Bend and open at the hip. Try to keep the right foot at 12 o'clock. Don't let the right heel veer off in the same direction as your left foot is. You can stack the hips. Stick with the breath, nice and deep. In and out through the nose. One more breath in. With your exhale, bring the left leg down. The right leg is up. Bend and open. As I said before, go ahead and stack the hips as you rotate and open up the pelvic joint. The left heel, left foot, we're trying to keep it flat. Maybe, possibly, you can see that right foot as you peek underneath your left armpit. Arms are long and strong, and if you need to come down to your forearms, you're more than welcome to do so. Looks good, folks. One more breath. And with your exhale, bring the right foot down. Knees come down. Woo! Child's pose. Or bring the torso up. Any option is good here. So either a variation of child's pose, or you can bring the torso up and just relax everything from the waist up. All right, coming up is a low lunge. It's a low lunge with some upper body action in with this one. Okay, folks, let's keep going. From all fours, let's start with the right leg. Bring the right foot forward. And as always for our lunges, keep that right ankle just slightly in front of the right knee, please. Get your balance, torso comes up, hands on top of the right knee. Okay, let's go, folks. We're gonna do a lunge, leaning forward, working into the hamstring of the right leg and the left glute. Left thigh muscle here. Okay, so we're pressing down on the hands with the right knee. Roll the shoulders back, give me a small back bend. Awesome. And the gaze comes up just slightly above horizon. If you want to go further, take the arms up. That's it. As a matter of fact, go ahead, bring the arms up. Reach. This is going to intensify quite a bit, especially on that left thigh. But keep the heart lifting towards the ceiling. We're lunging forward, but lifting the heart. Give me one more breath. And with your exhale, palms together, hands come down to your heart center. Woo! And bring the torso up, and let's twist to the right. So remember, it's our prayer twist, but we're doing it within a lunge now. Your left elbow can rest on the right leg. Doesn't have to, though. Alternately, you can extend the left hand down towards the mat and the right arm up towards the ceiling. Some of you may be able to get the left fingertips to brush the mat. Not really critical. If that's not going to work for you, don't sweat it. Keep your hands at heart's center and keep the twist action going. One more breath. And with your exhale, look forward. Torso comes forward. Hands down, and let's shift the hips back and work into the hamstrings and the calf. So we're flexing the right foot now. I'm bringing the torso over the right leg. You won't have to bring the torso down too much before you actually feel it. And yes, I feel it. For those of you that can give your right knee a big kiss, and I don't mean an air kiss, go for it. I'm almost there. One more breath. Woo! From here, recover, switch sides. So the right knee comes down, left foot goes forward. Remember, if you're on a hard surface, get a blanket or a towel, please, for the grounded knee. Make sure that left ankle is slightly in front of the left knee. And the reason why I say that, when we do a lunge, it really bugs me to see the left knee or any knee go in front of the ankle. There are some postures where that happens. I'd rather it not happen here. All right, let's go. Lunge forward. So the pelvis is coming forward and down. Roll the shoulders back. Bring the arms up. Nice. And just reach and engage the breath. Don't give up on the breath. If you hold your breath, we are going to have a problem. Heart lifts, arms engaged. Breathe. 2 more breath cycles here. 2 more. 1 more in. And with your exhale, hands together, down, hearts. Down your center line to your heart center. And we twist to the left. And I place my right elbow on the left leg. If yours isn't going to reach the leg, don't worry about it. Go where you can, but keep the twisting action. That's the important part. You can separate your arms if you like, or just keep your hands together near your sternum. Of course, you may realize your hands may not be near the sternum at this point. Have fun with it. We're all going to do this a little differently. 1 more breath, and with your exhale, bring it to center, hands down, shift the hips back, lengthen the front leg. So we're flexing the foot now. Nice work. And of course, we're bringing the torso down. And you may not have to bring the torso down too far in order to really feel the effects here. This is a lot like Parsvottanasana, our intensive Eastern stretch. Nice work. 1 more breath. And with the exhale, bring it up, relax the leg. Okay, let's keep going. Side plank. And yes, we're going to introduce all the variations here. So I'll start with the very first one. If you want to do the forearm side plank that we did earlier, go for it. Other than that, you have our standard side plank variation. In this case, we'll bring the left knee forward and the right arm up. If you want to go for the full version, you can do a high push-up, bring the feet together, roll the heels to the left, and bring the arm up. All right, any one of those is good. Let's get engaged with them, please. We're trying to keep the right hip reaching up towards the ceiling. The left foot flat towards the mat. We're trying to get it flat. That'll give you a lot of stability. The right leg, you can have some fun with. You can bring it up. Keep the feet together. I'll leave that up to you. Stack your feet or go heel to toe. And just relish it. Arms engaged. Breathe. 1 more breath. With your exhale, look down, recover. All right. Not wasting a lot of time. Let's go right into the other side. Pick your variation. You're more than welcome to bring the right knee up, left leg back, left arm up. Or start from a high push-up, roll the heels to the right, make it happen. Have fun with the posture. If you fall out, don't sweat it. Come on back in. It's your practice. Go with it, but keep the hip, the outside of the left hip, reaching towards the ceiling. This will help us get our right foot flat on the mat one of these days. And you'll feel stable enough to do all types of things. 1 more breath. With your exhale, recover. Oh, wow. Feeling that. Woo. Bring the torso up. Just relax a bit. Shake out all the issues here. Hey, we've got another high push-up and a chaturanga to do. So we just have 1 to do there. It's going to be a high push-up. And when I say a chaturanga, it's a high push-up to a low push-up, upward dog. But maybe we'll do cobra with it as well. I'll give you all the options. All right, folks, let's go. From a high push-up, or let's start with all fours. From all fours, extend one leg back than the other for a high push-up. If you want to go a little deeper with this, lean forward, bring it down slowly. Now, if you can, don't touch the mat with your body. Of course, if you're already down, that's fine. Chaturanga, feet are flat, cobra, or upward facing dog. So if you're doing upward dog, the arms are extended. The pelvis is pushing down towards the mat. Head is neutral or looking up. Awesome. One more breath. With your exhale, let's transition to downward dog. So I'm just going to roll on top of my toes, lift the hips, and push the hips back towards the wall behind me, lengthening the arms, downward facing dog. Nice work, and breathe. Nice deep inhalations, please. One more breath in. With your exhale, knees come down. Let's take a seat for tabletop. Man, when I said upper body strength 2, I wasn't kidding. We're not messing around with this one. Tabletop. Seeing it with the legs bent in front of you. Let's go ahead and bend the legs more. Feet are flat on the mat. Hands next to the hips. And I'm going to take my hands out at an angle here. Find the angle that's going to work for you. We are only going to push the pelvis up. I'll demonstrate. Follow along. So you press the pelvis up. Keep the head neutral. And yeah, you're going to feel this in the shoulders. No doubt. Okay, let's go, folks. Come on and join me. Tabletop. Keep the pelvis pressing up. Some of you might be able to go beyond the 0 point, pressing the pelvis up a little higher, which is brilliant. Do what you can. Keep with the breath. One more breath in. And with your exhale, recover slowly. Oh, all the way down. Great. Just take the legs out, shake them out a bit. And if you have a block or anything like it handy, go ahead and grab it, please. We have Navasana. We're only doing one boat pose. And yes, there's a twist to this. Literally. Okay, shall we? Let's do this. Legs are bent. Go ahead and bring one leg up, then the other. Arms are up. This is boat pose. You remember this one. For those of you that are going all the way and extending the legs, you're more than welcome to do so. Everyone else, option here to keep the legs bent, and that's fine for now. Now, your block or glass of wine, whatever you happen to have next to your mat. Hold on to it, and let's do a nice easy twist to the other side. Don't put it down, just hold on to whatever you're holding on to. Twist back, nice and easy. So we've got the torso twisting as much as we can here, not just the arms. Twist, legs are still there, nice, slow and methodical. Twist. One more time, actually 2 more times. Twist. And twist. And recover. Whew. Good work. Take the legs, shake them out, please. Paschimottanasana, a seated forward fold. Let's start off in Dandasana. So Dandasana, legs are extended, feet are flexed. So all the calf and the hamstrings are pressed on the mat. Torso is nice and tall. Hands on the sides. Shoulders are up, back, and down. Nice work. From here, inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Now, if you're still having some really tight issues with the back, you're more than welcome to bend the legs a little bit here. But if you're feeling pretty good, no issues, keep the legs extended. Keep your eyesight on your shins, your feet, or what's in front of your mat. Don't look at your waistline. We're trying to keep a nice flat back as we lean forward, as we pull our torso forward. That's it. Stick with the breath. I don't give as many breathing cues as I know I should, but hang in there with the breath. That's the important part. And with your exhales, maybe you get a little deeper. Now, for those of you that are reaching comfortably beyond your feet, you can put a block on the outside of your feet, hold on to the block, and use that as an anchor point to pull the torso forward. We can always go a little deeper with every posture that we do. One more breath. And with your exhale, slowly roll up. Plant the hands next to the hips. Roll the shoulders up, back and down as we lift the torso, lift the heart towards the ceiling. We have a little bit of back compression and recover. Okay, asanas. So we're gonna lie down on our backs. We'll lie down on our backs and bring the knees in, arms on top or behind the knees, and squeeze in. You may feel pretty good in the low back with this one. I'm gonna rock left and right a few times. Wonderful. If you need any more hamstring work, Happy Baby's here for you. You can just take the legs up, grab the feet again, and bring those knees down towards the mat, down towards your armpits, actually. For those of you that are having a hard time reaching the feet, you can grab the ankles or shins and do the same thing. Just bring those knees down, working pretty deep into the hamstrings. And from here, release the legs. Feet are flat on the mat. Legs are still bent. Ooh, wonderful. Keep the legs bent. Tuck the chin in slightly. Give me 3 deep Ujjayi pranayama breaths right here. Chin is slightly tucked. You feel the whole of the spinal column flat on the mat. Stomach is still engaged. Give me 2 more deep Ujjayi pranayama breaths. And try to do an initial let go of all the tension from the past few postures. Nice. And from here, roll the knees to the right side of the mat. And let's come up to a comfortable seated posture. We call it typically Sukhasana. Any posture, any seated posture is fine here. Pick what's going to work for you. Eyes are soft or closed. Disengage your Ujjayi pranayama breath at this point, and let's give it 3 cleansing breaths. So we're going to breathe in nice and deep through the nose and exhale through the mouth. So inhale. 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 And breathe right here at this point. A scan of the body, please, from your head, top of your head, through the neck, shoulders, upper back, through your low back and hips, knees, ankles, and toes. Don't forget about the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists. A bit warm, but malleable, warm and flexible. A wonderful session. With one last deep inhalation, bring the arms up and overhead, palms come together. Exhale the breath as the hands come down past your third eye to your heart center. On your continuing journey, remember always to remain kind, remain gentle, and always remember to stay fearless. Thank you for a great session this evening. Thank you and namaste.
Namaste.